Hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen of all ages, a very warm welcome indeed to another vlog for One Man and His Boat. In this episode what we're talking about is valves, yes, the hydraulic valves for the pot hauler itself. Now, before I go into what we're actually talking about in this vlog, I just want to thank you guys for all your support, all your comments, all your questions. I mean, you've been absolutely fantastic all the way through 2022, and I hope you're still going to join us for 2023. It's going to be Lynsey B's year, I can promise you that, because last year we thought it was going to be our year. However, we had our eyes opened. So this year, new thoughts, new processes, and we're going to do what we can to be as sustainable as possible and to give you the quality content that you need to keep yourselves entertained. So, valves! Here we have our old valve. This is the Spencer Carter 1/2-inch rotary valve, and over the last 4 weeks it's been plain silly buggers, really. It's been, of course it would be nice and slack now, it's been very stiff to manoeuvre into position. I mean, the last day I used it, Lynsey came down to actually see how bad it was. I practically had to use 2 hands to rotate it. So what I tried to do to fix it is, normally once a week you pump a little grease into that grease nipple and it frees everything off. Well, even that wasn't working. So in my wisdom, what I did was undone the top, lifted it a little bit, just enough to get the grease gun in there, and give it a little scoop of grease, put it back down and give it a little try to see if it would free it off. That was my first big mistake. Because I'd lifted up the centrepiece, the valve had raised a little bit, and I don't know if it's went out of its seat, because when I put it back down and done my lever, the lever was actually working fine, exactly like how it is now, which I thought, yes, that's it fixed. Luckily enough, I had the engine running and put her into clutch, and then I put her on, nothing happened. The motor on the pot hauler did not go round. I thought, oh no. So I took the brass top right off, which was my second big mistake, because that has to be seated correctly on the valve for the valve to operate correctly to let the fluid run round. And basically this valve needs reset by Spencer Carter. So I've boo-booed. So in my boo-boo I thought, right, might as well go and grab another valve. Yes, it's been a tight year, but without the valve in the pot hauler, I can't go to sea to earn money. So I thought, right, upgrade. Who do I call? Who do I call? No idea about who to call, because it was closer to Christmas. 22nd I started this panic stations. So I phoned my local hydraulic retired engineer, our lovely Coco, who you've seen in a previous episode of One Man and His Boat. He come to fit the whole hydraulics for the vessel, and asked him for his advice. Now, because he's now finished in the hydraulic business, he was more than happy still to help, which I can't thank you enough, Coco. Honestly, sir, you're an absolute gentleman, especially so close to Christmas. So what he suggested is I get in touch with Thistle Marine and Peterhead. They do hydraulics for agricultural vehicles, fishing vessels, stuff like that. So I got in touch with him, and honestly, 10 out of 10 for this service. This is our upgrade. This, bulky as hell. A DC11 rotary valve, 1/2-inch pot hauler, exactly the same as what the Spencer Carter one is, but by God you can feel the difference. This is heavy. This could sink the boat. She's going to have a list to the wrong side now. So yeah, So this is our upgrade, and we've still got a few things to do to this because it's a bigger unit. The fixing holes are different, so what we're going to have to do is build an adapter plate to fit this to the potholer itself. So before we're going into actually what we're doing, what I want to say is a huge thank you to all the team up at Thistle Marine. They were, like I say, they ordered this on the 22nd, it was here before the 24th. I mean, just before Christmas, post offices are on strike and it's still got here. So thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate everything that you've done to try and get this here on time so I can get fixed and get back to sea as soon as possible. Right guys, because this DC11 rotary valve has different attachment holes, we're going to have to make up a new plate to actually fit the potholer. So the new valve can fit the potholer and the old valve can fit the potholer once I get it repaired from Spencer Carter. So how we're going to do that? Well, we're going to use this old lady. This is a marine grade 10mm thick aluminium piece, and we're just going to chop this up, drill this up and make it fit both parts. So, I think I've blethered on long enough. Cue the music, Baz, and let's get on with getting this sorted out. So ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. These 4 bolts here will go into the bracket on the potholer, and then we've got the 3 big ones here to actually connect that valve to this plate. So this plate can now do both valves. All we've got to do now is Denso tape it, then change the fittings. Take the fittings off the old one, put them on the new one. There we go guys, Denso tape, or all-weather tape if you want to call it. What this will do, this is cast mild steel, so that'll protect that from the weather, exactly the same as the Spencer Carter one does. This is going to be fun wrapping it, it's like Christmas all over again. Dirty washer. Technically I should replace the dirty washer, but I ain't got the time or the money. It's not the nicest job on the planet, but it will do. You mother fudger. Oh, that was a waste of time then. So I need to do that, but across this way a bit. So that kind of has to go centre on. That gives me enough space. Right. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it just shows you that even the professionals can get it wrong. That's why they always say measure twice, cut once. I've boo-booed, I've got it wrong. The valve is that big that it'll no fit where the old valve used to go. So now I have to go back up the road and make a new plate, sorry. So yeah, more time wasted, but you know, I should have came better. I should do more photographs and more measurements. But I've got the right idea now that I know. Right, so, same again, we'll go and do all that and then we'll come back down and fit it. Hey guys, it is Monday the 2nd of January 2023 now, and I'm ready to fit this new plate. I've already had a wee quick dry fit and it fits very well indeed. So I shall be quiet now and we will get this put on. Let's see if the hydraulics work so I can get back to sea hopefully tomorrow, because tomorrow is the start of everybody coming back to work anyway, so fingers crossed. So guys, before we get into actually fitting the plate, what I wanted to say to you was, on this we're using aluminium and stainless steel bolts. Now, two different types of metals is probably a no-no, so what we do to stop that is put this stuff on, is Duralac. Now that stops the decomposing of the two metals together, because if anybody been at sea before knows that the aluminium will corrode around the stainless steel. It all goes, it goes solid, like it's like mild steel and rust. I mean, once it's on, it is on. It's absolutely locked on. So we put this stuff on to stop the interactions with the two metals. Right, ladies and gents, I've done all I can do. We're just about to try these hydraulics and fingers crossed that everything works as it should. Here goes. Yay! We have tone. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was a good result. Couldn't ask for any better. I would like to big up Coco for giving me the advice, and Thistle Marine for such a fantastic service. And I will put a link in the description below where you can find Thistle Marine, Peterhead and Spencer Carter as well. I'd love to put Coco's in, but however, he's retired now. It just goes to show, if you lose one piece of what the fishing community is, everybody's lost. So Coco, we do miss you, pal, we do miss you. Right guys, I do hope that you've enjoyed this vlog, guys, and that you've maybe learned something. I certainly have. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please write a comment below if you have any questions, and please subscribe to the channel. Once you've subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell on YouTube. I'll let you know exactly everything you need to know for my next vlog. Right guys, until your very next vlog, all the very best. Stay safe, my friends.